Hello and welcome to the movie review of The Wolfman. Alright, now with the intro out of the way, hey everyone, I'm your boy all.star.geek here, and here's my movie review of The Wolfman by Blumhouse Studios 2025. So let me just start off by saying this movie is freaking gnarly, bro. So as some of you may know or may not have known, there was this leaked image of what the Wolfman was going to look like for the Blumhouse movie, which the director himself was upset because, like, oh, I wanted there to be mystery to what my character looks like. I wanted to, save it for the theater, but you guys put the first look out here and I can't do anything about it now. But Lewa knows, pissed. So I like the way they did it in the sense like it's believable. After, COVID and all the diseases and stuff that we saw around the world, and after the fame of The Last of Us, I felt like us, like the normal movie theater going experience of people like ourselves, can now comprehend and expand the thought of like, yes, this could happen. Infection could be that bad that it can only be worldwide, but it can devour oneself. Kind of like what they did in The Last of Us. So you have the opening. Little kid in the pound town, our main character, as a child, with his dad, and it's like a dad's like a survivalist, doomsday prepare kind of person. So he's like, you need to understand, there are things out there that you cannot save yourself from if you're not prepared. Look, there's gonna be a time where I'm gone, but if I can leave you the tools to be able to protect you, very Laurie Strode, 2018. That's the vibe I got from it. So you see him on the radio, talking to someone, said, hey, I found it. While hunting around, they saw it. The Wolfman. Boom. Jump start a whole bunch of years later. It's just like passing. Like, oh yeah, me and my dad aren't that close anymore because he was a psychopath. Again, very, very Halloween 2018. I couldn't stop seeing the parallels. It's just me. You have the main character here with his daughter walking around, chilling and everything. She's a bit of a free spirit, the type of person that walk on top of brick walls, because that's different, just a couple of steps. She falls dancing. This freaking homeless dude, like, looks like a crazy, like, crackhead, just like, hey, better keep your bitch on a leash. And it's like, dude, what the just a very cockhold-esque husband. He's just like, okay. He gets pushed around by everybody. Literally, spoiler alert, it's in the marketing. Until he actually turns into a werewolf, he's kind of a punk through the whole thing. People want to get in his car. He lets them in. The guy from the trailer that fell out. Yeah, his freaking death scene is gnarly. I like the way they made the Wolfman. His design is pretty cool, but I wanted this one. The white hair to show like he's been there for, like he's an old man now. Like, they could have worked with the story like, hey, he was a kid once that got bit, went insane, went to the mountains, and he's like, oh, we call him the Coyote Boy or the Wolf Boy, whatever, to kind of like make fun of it. But no, they went with again, spoiler alert, his dad. They don't really explain how that happens. It's just like, oh yeah, it's his dad because of the tattoo he has on his forearm of their last name together. And I gotta say, this movie was pretty good, but just how we got there did not make that much sense. But yeah, his dad dies. He wants to he's gotta take over the compound, sign the paperwork, get over with. Meets one of his friends, his dad's friend's son, tells him where to go. They go. He gets infected, like all bloodied up. He's like, very She-Hulk. But she's like, oh, he's like all bleeding out. They're all hurt. They go inside. You see the wolf running around. The transformation they do with this guy. So in the original movie, full transformation, American Werewolf in London, full transformation. They don't show it here. You just slowly see him get sicker and sicker, and then they cut to the camera. Next time you see him, he's all more and more messed up. I kind of like how they were showing that, like how it's an infection, it's like a fever, it's cutting your pores and just killing everything around you. There's this one scene where they open up the meat locker. He's like, oh, there's beef jerky here. So, take off a whole bloody tooth. I was like, okay. He's gonna get the teeth. It's gonna make him more. No, he's just losing his teeth for no reason. It doesn't get replaced with like the little hook ones like a wolf has. No. And He throws it up, and you find out it was actually a finger the whole time. Like, he was already transforming. He was seeing meat of a human as actual meat, just meat in general, just beef jerky. And the transformation, they have him experience, like, losing the thoughts that he has and just hearing voices, but they're distorted, and him mentally talking but not being able to move his mouth, just with the writing, like, hey, I need this, or this is going on. They talk to him. It looks like an acid trip. Everything's like freaking blue. Eyes are glowing. You hear the sordid voices of every single word. You can just see me come on. I knew the moment they said two wolf, they had to fight. There's going to be two wolfmen out there. They either have to fight. Either have to fight or the movie's going to suck. It was fan servicey, but I liked it. He got his butt whooped. But at the end, with the team up of family, they helped it. Bam, 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 beat him up. But then again, just because the original one, this was not a classical monster movie. No, because killing the Wolfman, the original, does not stop the disease. It still spreads and takes away your humanity when there's nothing left. When all sanity has left your mind. And it's too quiet. All you think is, I need to hunt! And then boom! A new werewolf. They had to fight it. And there's a callback to the original, because in the original they went to a deer hunter, like a little campsite. We're holding on for it, shooting at the wall, shooting at the door to make sure it leaves, and that's where his dad like told his friends, like, hey, yeah, I've seen the Wolfman. It's here in the woods. We can track it. So he became the very thing he was hunting and infected his son with that. So they have a callback. The mom and the daughter are going back up, putting the gun ready to shoot him. She doesn't want to shoot him. The daughter's like, no, like, don't. That's dad. Like, you know, he's supposed to protect us. He's supposed to love us. Like, it's not. Like, we can still fix him. You're a doctor. Fix him. And in the biggest, loudest jump scare of the whole film, she gets jump scared of him and shoots him and drops him down. They walk into the sunset. They have done and lived this catastrophe. They have a brand new day. Sadly, one less family member. So, it's pretty decent. I know people are hating on it. I know it's not the best story-wise, but I like the way they were doing it. I feel like this is going to become a cult classic. And it's the reason we should be looking at these old Universal monsters and putting some respect on their name. Put some respect on my name. Think about it. We have Creature Commandos that just made Frankenstein's monster a big, household name. Everybody knew the stories, obviously, but they showed a different version and showed how it can work in 2025. I got faith that we might see something like that down the line. Fun fact, the original person that was going to play the Wolfman was Ryan freaking Gosling with the original story. But then Lee Winnell came in, did his, Invisible Man take on it a little bit, and then changed it up. Ryan Gosling was like, you know what? This is not part of my vision. I'll produce it, but I don't want to be a part of it. Okay. Producer credit. Awesome. So, it's a fun little, contained story. I like it. It sets it up for sequels, but I don't think it might be anytime soon that we're going to go see a sequel to this, but it was a pretty good movie. I enjoyed it. I gave it a 7 out of 10. It was pretty good. Had some story-wise, and certain things were just felt too, that had to happen. They didn't get there naturally. It feels forced, but it's a nice movie. Watch it with your friends. Watch it with your homies, because it's the type of movie you can laugh at and make fun of. See, now why? He's gooning right now. He's gooning. He's really okay. Wow. There's this one scene, gnarly. He starts ripping out his freaking hand, eating himself. And I heard one lady gasp and said, "When you got the munchies," it was kind of funny. Nobody laughed. I was just like, okay. But the scene itself, it's just gnarly. You gotta see it with your friends. You gotta see it with everybody that's a horror movie fanatic or just likes the what if scenario or you can see them being hunted. You can see the monster within ourselves. Just, I would definitely recommend it. The good stories, but I liked it. Have a good one. Have a great day. And I hope my review helped you either smile or say, hey, I gotta check that movie out. As always, I've been your boy, All-Star Geek, signing off.